Jamaica and to those in the diaspora, I'm here today calling for a better Jamaica. The better Jamaica that I'm calling for not necessarily mean just reparations. Jamaica needs a wholesome development. A wholesome development that takes into account, one, over there, so can do better for housing, can do better for agriculture. We don't want the British to give the government the money. We want a council be set up for Jamaicans to get the money and do a better Jamaica. What you say about that? I don't believe that Andrew Holness must get the reparations money. Make the Rastafarians and the reparations council get the money, and them must decide who must get the money. Farmers to get the money, Rasta to get the money. The people them down Montego Bay here, where Buster Manti did Coral Gardens deserve the partner draw. So we want partner draw for Coral Gardens. We want partner draw for the Rasta them, where for years them deprived and not getting the rights in this country. We want a better Jamaica. The Queen Africa, see everybody there. We want a better Jamaica. For the little girl, what's she the name? Engazi? Ensinga King. Where them cut up our locks and mash her down. Them the days over. We don't want no discrimination.
Why you not welcoming?
I welcome them, you know. You know why I welcome them? Because we need to have a fulsome conversation with them. We don't want a conversation with Prime Minister Holness. Him sell we out too much. We don't want a conversation with Mark Golding. Him sell we out too much. You don't know who we want a conversation with? Kate and William. Hear them they are coming up. Hear them they are come. We want the conversation. See me turban, yeah? All of we have with turban. And we are wrap up. And we have the conversation. For too long, Jamaicans have suffered. For too long, our housing situations, we have suffered immensely. For too long, our farmers and our farming structures have suffered immensely. You know what we want in this country? A better Jamaican that Rastas can have the same equality as those uptown at Cherry Gardens. Uptown and Cherry Gardens. We're tired of the injustice. We're tired of the injustice. Yes, man. Me love you. There's somebody here in.
Hi, Suzanne. Yeah, man.
Yes. Can you tell Jamaica? Remind me of the name.
Miguel Lauren.
Sir Lauren. Amashika Lauren and I went to school together.
Yes. I went to which one at school then?
University. We studied international relations together.
Okay. And your name is?
Andre Stevens.
Andre Stevens.
I'm the young man all over the place talking about a better Jamaica.
Okay.
But
okay. For which state?
I am
freelance.
Freelance. My movement is called the Partner Draw Movement.
Oh yes.
Yes. The one with Partner Draw.
Yes.
So tell Jamaica now.
It's simple and nice.
Yes, man. So tell Queen Elizabeth you want your Partner Draw for Jamaica. Lord Barney, Sir Lauren.
Yes.
Sir Miguel Lauren.
Yes.
Well-learned attorney at law. Queen's Counsel.
No.
Well-learned attorney at law.
No. Yes.
But you know the law well.
Yes, especially the law regarding reparations.
Tell Jamaica about the law.
Well, the laws are straight and simple. That wherever one party or a people has been wronged, and they were wronged in a most unjustified manner.
Yes.
They are entitled to damages. You're entitled to compensation. And we classify that as reparations.
Yes.
You see, so when we say reparations, it's the same thing as damages, it's the same thing as compensation. Whatever loss you have incurred, ought, as far as is humanly possible, you can't bring back a life.
Yes.
But you can make compensation for the loss of that life. We are saying that that is what we're demanding. In addition to that, the British government is familiar with this principle because they granted reparations to the Ngatau people. This is a section of the Maori people of New Zealand.
Yes.
The original inhabitants of New Zealand. The British settled with them over £160 million plus interest. plus
Interest.
plus the apology of that they did wrong. Britain admit to that. Plus the ancestral land of these people that were deliberately desecrated. In other words, they deliberately went and dig up their burial grounds.
Wow.
You understand?
Decimation and desecration.
Definitely. And Britain admitted to that.
Yes.
And that was part of the compensation package. So they have serious precedent. And therefore it's on that basis that we say no, you can talk to us. We want to sit down and work out with you genuine. So if I'm to talk to the representative of the Queen,
yes,
I would say to them, do you have your advisors with you?
So you see the visit here today as a slap in the face?
Serious disrespect, serious stuff.
I'm hearing somebody just said it is.
We had sued the Queen in 2010, you know. You check out when the Queen came here.
You sued
we brought
the Queen.
A lawsuit against her, yes.
And where is that?
It went to court, and the court dismissed our lawsuit on the basis that we have not proven that we were the parties that were wrong. We're not claiming personally.
You're talking about your ancestors and the forefathers before.
And that judge talk about we haven't proven.
But it's the same people.
Definitely, and not only that.
The DNA of the people suggests it's in our bloodstream.
And also, you burn up my birth certificate.
You burn this birth certificate of the
my tracing of my ancestors.
DNAs.
And then come and tell me, say, on that basis, and so on. So it's not that this is something new. We are continuing that
fight.
Definitely.
So, Sir Lorne,
yes.
Where do we go from here?
Well,
where do we go from here? Because I don't want this to be another talk shopping.
No, it won't be. Let me tell you. You see the age of camera now and what you're doing.
Yes.
So my brothers and sisters in England are going to see these videos today.
And have a conversation and keep the demonstration going.
Definitely.
It's the 70th year of her ruling.
Which is this
the platinum.
Again. You can imagine.
So I am saying, I wonder if it's reinforced, you want to reinforce that Jamaica should never become a republic.
Well, it's a reinforcement. It's a reinforcement that she wishes to continue
her reign.
The master and servant relationship. Yes, and we are hell-bent on making sure that it
should ends. Best case scenario reparations come to Jamaica.
Yes.
Who should monitor those funds? The government or the Reparations Commission?
The people.
The people.
The people. We don't trust the government.
Don't trust this. None of them.
No.
None of them. No politician.
None of them.
No politician.
No PNP and JLP.
No PNP and JLP must get the money.
No.
The people.
The people get it.
You know,
we can set
I would nominate you to be the chairman.
See my chairman here.
Lord Jesus.
Chairman is Brother Heru Aishaka Musa Menon.
Brother Heru?
Yes.
Aishaka
Musa
Menon. Brother Heru Aishaka. Lord Jesus, mind me twist my tongue.
Of that.
This is the chairman of. This is the chairman of the funds.
We have already nominated.
Brother Heru, where are you from in Jamaica?
From St. Andrew.
St. Andrew, up in the hills. Red Hills. But Brother Heru, and this is one of your trusted advisors, your legal counsel.
Yes.
Mr. Lorne, Lord Jesus. What a banger. You want me to sit on the council with you now?
Of course.
We should sit on the council and tell them.
Yes.
We should tell them.
And then now we are sending the message to our brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Our lawyers and our accountants in England.
Yes.
To say, look, continue the struggle up there.
Yes.
So that there will come a time when they won't come back to Jamaica. But you are up there.
And they must come here. But I'm going to say this to you.
Yes.
I've always said, you know, Sir Lorne and Brother Heru, Jamaica is richer than Dubai and even Britain, you know. But the resources, they have exploited it for years.
Yes.
And the resources are still here.
Yes.
And we're not supposed to make them get the cockpit country.
Well,
what's your take on that?
To know, you see, to know that we can have governments here.
Thinking about selling out our resources. Something is wrong.
The owners has been aligned by the Queen here.
Yes.
Because she put him on the Privy Council.
Yes. It's Praise
Privy
God.
Council.
But
So she's carrying out the Queen's mandate.
Let us not focus
hold
on that.
hold on. Let us not even reach backside. Let's talk water.
Water. We have one of the best waters in the world, you know.
Yes. And many of our people go by the river and just drink water.
Drink the water.
You are now bringing persons to pollute.
The Bangle, the Chinese.
You understand what I mean? That alone show that you don't
Something
respect
is
the
wrong,
people.
Sir Lord.
Must be.
But I am
And
going to
even
say
reach
to
the
you.
backside, the water, when you can destroy our water sheds and our water sources, you don't have no foresight in thinking and realize the harm this will have for the future of our country. Yes.
Yes. So, Brother Heru, what do you want to tell the Queen? Because this movement, you know, is international. A lot of them are in England watching. As the convener who will sit on the Reparations Council, and it's you going to govern the money when it come here. Tell us, Brother Heru, what are the first 3 things you want to fix when the compensation and the monies come to Jamaica?
Well, the first thing is that every Jamaican must have a housing lot.
A land.
There should be no squatters in Jamaica. Black poor people.
I don't want land or house. Say house. House.
Jamaica
Lord Jesus.
4 million acres of land.
Yes.
And multiply that by 10. 1 acre land can give you 10 housing lots. So we have 34 million housing lots in Jamaica.
Yes.
With a population under 3 million. Every Jamaican must
Will have a house. Under your watch.
Yes.
Under your watch, Brother Heru. No government, no labor right now, PMP. Under your watch as the chairman of the Reparations Money Council. Yes. Tell them what else you're going to do apart from house. What else?
Education.
Education.
We must have African history in our schools and the philosophy of the Honorable Marcus Garvey.
And we need to teach them of the ways of the Egyptians.
These are the things.
The ancient Egyptians.
The first Greek, the first European that became civilized was taught by us. The Greeks are the first civilized European. And
Yes.
they were taught by the Africans.
Yes.
So education is a very key component into identifying who we are as a people, that we can know our way going forward.
And thirdly,
we must control our monetary system. You can't have a country that you are printing money and it print outside of your country.
so you're going to print the monies here.
The monies will be printed here and it will be representative of our Jamaican heritage.
So what is your take on the government now saying that they're going to carry new monies a part of the 60th celebration? Are you in support of new monies? I am saying that those monies that you're going to produce, you could have used that to build some schools and fix up some schools. As the head of the Money Reparations Council that will guide and direct how the money is spent, what is your take on how the monies must be spent with the new monies? Do you think that people should go on new monies?
Not at all, not at this time. There's a word known as priority.
Priority.
What is your number 1 priority?
So and again, the priority is land, education, and economic reform.
That is it. So you should focus on those first, because you're talking about the quality of life of every Jamaican. When you can improve the quality of life of every Jamaican, that means you are nation building. That's the true foundation for nation building. Right now, we are doing an ad hoc method of nation building in Jamaica, and we are only enriching the already rich and devastating the lives of the poor.
So are you of the view that when this is set up, and because we're claiming that reparations must be coming.
Must come.
Reparations must come. What we say? Must come. Must come. Must come. Must come. We what? We chant Nyabingi.
Yeah.
And we
And we burn down.
we have
They're taking the letter. Taking the letter. We have delivered the letter to the British. Is this the PR, the council? What's the title?
Sorry? I'm the head of the political and development team.
The head of the political
And development team. My
development.
name
What's the
is
name?
Oliver Blake.
Mr. Blake.
Yes.
It's a pleasure, Mr. Blake, and all the best to you.
Thank you.
And we want a
Thank you.
peaceful Jamaica. We want a peaceful Jamaica. So we're hoping that you can get this letter to Her Majesty, and we will make it a better. Come. Town.
Fundamentally speaking, yes.
So we're having a conversations on reparations. and the need for the Queen and Britain to apologize for the 300 plus years of slavery. What is your take on this? Should the Queen apologize, yes or no?
Now, one must know, the Queen is no longer with us, Andre, but this is a thing that you will soon find out in the near future. But the grandchildren, them...
what you mean by the Queen is no longer with us? What are you meaning by that? You're saying...
Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth, Regina, she has died.
You're saying that the Queen of England is dead?
Yes.
L.A. Lewis, wait. Where you get these information from? These are damning allegations on the monarchy, you know. How can you say that the Queen is dead? What empirical evidence you have to support this argument?
Andre, if you see the Queen come to Jamaica again or anywhere up front, then I will give you $1 trillion. Yes, and Buckingham Palace has been empty now for over 2 years. Abandoned. You understand? It's just a display now.
So you're saying that for the past 2 years the Queen has... Where you get this information that the Queen is dead?
No, you remember, Angela must remember that I had diplomatical links with England, and I are the one who is the head of all the maroon offices them in England.
So you're saying that based on the maroon cables that you get, LA, you are saying that you have information that purports that the Queen is dead?
Yes, and I remember, that's why you know this now in Jamaica again, the police them and the militaries doesn't swear into the Queen again. That was the days of our time, and every police and militaries had with the Jamaican flag on the side of their hand. So Andrew already sell out the country to the Chinese them and the colonial them. So we own nothing, Andrew. That's why we have to re-register back now the maroon government to stand up for the people. And that's what you see today incident Mazigreen try to say this is not a maroon.
So you're saying that the royal visits across the world is to carry these diplomatic channels to let them know that the Queen is dead but the monarchy continues.
Alright, Arthur.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, man, you can Google it yourself. Right now, Buckingham Palace is empty, and several different people right now fight for England right now in the court system right now. That's why Boris Johnson now come out with the G7 summit and say that he's the new king for England. So you couldn't come out and say you're the new king for England if the Queen was alive. And then now,
but wouldn't Prince Charles be the heir to the throne?
No, Prince Charles is not the heir to the throne now, because what's happening now, the 500 years of slavery has been up. It's now the age of Aquarius, where the land should go back to the sovereign.
So who is going to be the next monarchy that rules England?
It's about to turn over back now to us, now the sovereign. That's why you see what they're doing now. They're trying to change our DNA and try to change the world now with a thing called now molecular structure, by changing our DNA and injecting the people. And that's why you see the Jamaican government is investing in the digital system now, where they will take out money. So all money will be...
The digital currency.
Yeah, so that is the starting. So any day we allow Andrew Willis to kill the digital money, or the PMP government them to assist him to kill the digital money, to kill the paper money. That's the day when we're going back underneath a thing called slavery again now. Official 100% physical slavery.
So you're saying that the digital currency is one key indicator of slavery being reinstalled into Jamaica and the world?
And the world. So they're now spreading this thing like wildfire. And so everybody will be microchipped. Yes, son.
Microchipped, LA. So you are saying that you're hearing it for the first time, Jamaica, right here on Partner Draw TV. The infamous L.A. Lewis is His Excellency Emperor L.A. Lewis 777 is saying that the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II, is no longer with us. L.A. Lewis, have you, I know you speak to your ancestors. Have you spoken to the ancestors and they are confirmed that the Queen is dead?
Yes, but naturally, I know that I'm a person who have close links and relics with the ancestors and from the ancestors. And I'm a person who firmly believe in our Poko and our voodoo religion and our ancient antiquity. Yes,
so you are saying that you have spoken to your voodoo dolls, and they have told you have spoken to the voodoo gods, and they have told you that the Queen of England is dead.
Oh no, man, not the voodoo gods have told me that. You just asked me about the cultural aspect of it, and I picked up. We know.
So I am asking because you're a very spiritual man.
All right, all on the Andrea, because remember, you were in the political arena. I don't know if you're still in it, because you were in the labor rights one, and I was in the PMP one with Portia. You understand? So I did campaign here for Andrea when he was running against Ardisha, until me and Ardisha become a good friend a couple of years after. You understand?
Yes.
So now, and I have Andrew with a straight number, and I have Ardisha and more Mr. straight number, like how you have them straight number too. You understand? So, and you already know this. You understand? No. Could the Jamaican government, could the Jamaican police and military stop swearing to the Queen if she was alive?
So who said they stop swearing to the Queen? There is a ceremonial opening of Parliament. There is a Governor General.
Call every police and ask them if in the morning I get them swearing to the Queen. That is done. And the Governor General, His Excellency, big up my good friend, guys, also my friend.
Sir Patrick.
He doesn't wear the Queen emblem again. He now wear the Pope emblem when the angels stand up on the maroon man head with the sword them, and that's the one he wear now.
So you said the insignia is no longer
weird by the Governor General.
worn by the Governor General. The insignia is now of the Roman Catholic?
Yeah, the church. So
the church. Wow. But you are saying, if the Queen is dead, you're saying that Rome now conquers Britain. That's what you're arguing, Ellie.
Yeah, that's what we're arguing. But what's happening now, it's supposed to be a smooth transition where it's supposed to turn over back now to we, the sovereign people, the indigenous people. Can remember, you know?
But you, no, Ellie, I'm going to ask you this reasonable. You really think, say, the royals, them, are going to hand over sovereignty to us, the Maroons, to control the world? You really think that?
The Queen already did the ratification. It is only now the Caribbean politician them, who is the licky maroon them now, who still have underneath a thing called Act of Parliament. And then because the people are lack of knowledge and don't want to do their due diligence, everything that I talk, I don't need to take me for instance. Go do your due diligence to find out what I'm saying, and then carry me back on the show next time and tell me if anything that I'm telling you is wrong. Remember, for the fundamental standpoint, Andrea.
Okay, so LA. Yes, sir, Emperor.
They're all going to prove me wrong. So I have to make sure anytime I'm talking something, they cannot sue me.
So, LA Lewis, you have said it here for the first time and making it publicly known that the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II, Your Excellency, Emperor of the Maroon, of the Neocompu,
Yes, Horus LA Lewis, LB.
Yes. You are saying that the Queen of England is dead.
Yes, so the country is up for grabs now.
So the country, so you're saying it's no longer God save the Queen?
No, that's done with long time. Ask any police or any military. 1 JR, 2 JR. That's what they want to do now. They want to kill off the police and the
So LA, I want you to tell me this now.
Hold on, Andrea.
No, but I can't make it. Wait.
Don't forget to listen, man. I'm just going to finish. That's what you see now. They're trying to get rid of our frontline workers them with the vaccine. You can Google it now, or you can research it. AI replacing police and militaries. So they're trying to get rid of the militaries and get rid of our doctors because because they've got a plan to do a thing called a takeover. It's a depopulation rule program. So if you, in a year, see that you don't believe it, everything is cool and merry, you make a sudden mistake. And I'll shoot about the petrodollar, but you can ask me what you're going to ask me now.
So, L.A. Lewis, when we see somebody coming out of the Buckingham Palace, who is that person? You're saying that it is a dolly or a robot that them put? Is not Queen Elizabeth?
No. You cannot live to see nobody come out of Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace have been empty nearly 2 years now.
So you're saying that the visits that the Queen even did for Commonwealth what day a year is... Who is that? The Queen had a ceremony for Commonwealth about less than a month ago. And you are saying that the figure that we see is not a living person?
No, Andre, remember, you know, if you want to buy a clone now, you can buy a clone now. Them sell them for $100,000 and sometimes less if you go to China.
So you're saying that the Queen that was at the Church of England is a clone? Is a cloned Queen?
Clone, not clone.
Cloned Queen. Right or wrong?
They're just buying time now, Andre, on a fundamental level.
So you're saying that the 70th Platinum Jubilee that we are having here, that the world is celebrating the 70th rule of Her Majesty. You are saying that the Majesty that them going to have the big grand celebration on, the Queen is not dead. The Queen is dead. That's what you're saying. So you're saying that the woman is being cloned.
No, anything that you see them have now is a clone. See, like how every prime minister, every president in America, them always have 2 or 3 of them. There was a clone one where them sell out where if you kill it, come back. Like I said, Joe Biden dropped down the step there the other day, and the foot turned up and it broke in the air and they just get up back. And people wonder if it was a camera trick. Because that was one of the clone Joe Biden.
No, L.A. Lewis. So, them say, see me and come live with me are 2 different things. So you are saying that the Queen of England that is being portrayed in the media is a robot?
A clone.
A cloned human being? A cloned human being?
Yes.
So you're saying it, are you saying it's a human or it is somebody who has been programmed?
No, it is a clone program. It's like what them do Andrew Wallace the other day. And we were wondering even if when Andrew Wallace come up from China, if he was a clone. But because when they truly leak out yet, we know it's just program them program. Because they can also do mind program. That's what the Germans and the Nazis they master a long time. Like when you see them drop the chemtrail in the sky now.
So
Jamaica is a very free and liberal country, and the people are very expressive, and I'm certain that you would have seen the spectrum of expressions yesterday. There are issues here which are, as you would know, unresolved, but your presence gives an opportunity for those issues to be placed in context, put front and center, and to be addressed in as best as we can. But Jamaica is, as you would see, a country that is very proud of our history, very proud of what we have achieved, and we are moving on. And we intend to attain in short order our development goals and fulfill our true ambitions and destiny as an independent, developed, prosperous country.
(2:21 p.m. Tuesday, March 22, Prince William and Kate, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, touched down at Kingston's Norman Manley International Airport for their 3-day visit to Jamaica. It's part of a Caribbean tour to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Jamaica Defence Force soldiers, regal in their ceremonial attire, forming a guard of honor to welcome the couple. Then there were the usual meet and greet on the tarmac. Dignitaries turning out to shake hands with the royals. But miles away outside the gates of the British High Commission in New Kingston, protesters demanding an apology for slavery presided over by the British.
The Queen has been in office for 70 years, and there's no indication that she plans to apologize. There's no indication that these European people plan to pay us reparations. And I want to tell you something, if we don't get up and demand it, we will never get it.
We are here proud as a people, and we want to show them that, listen man, they must do what is right and right the wrongs of history. Giving us full independence, not this partial thing that the Queen is still seen as the head of state. No way.
That is the type of government we have, no democracy. If they had democracy, they would never invite the representatives of the Queen of England to be here, because the sentiments of the people at this time is that we want to get rid of the Queen of England, not to entrench her.
I'm here to demand that the royals apologize, acknowledge the atrocities that happened over 300 years, acknowledge that when Jamaica began independence in '62, we began behind the 8 ball. All of this to me is an opportunity for the government, for the opposition to come together and make a drive for Jamaica to become a Republican country. It won't solve every problem, but it's a beginning of a way to actually shift how we see ourselves and chart our own path.
Protest aside, first stop for the royals, a courtesy call on Governor-General Sir Patrick Allen, the Queen's representative in Jamaica. Then they were off to Trenchtown, the home of reggae legend Bob Marley. Anxious children among the hundreds who turned out to get a glimpse at royalty. On the sidelines, international sporting stars Elaine Thompson-Hira and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. But in the game, the Duke himself making passes to football star Raheem Sterling, with reggae boy Leon Bailey among their opponents. Internet sensation L.A. Lewis almost stole the show. However, he was escorted from the area reserved for dignitaries and accredited personnel. Culture Minister Babsy Grange told him this was not his show.
No, this is my yard where I born and grew up. And if you go over there, you see people from Waterhouse, you see Shelly and Fraser from all over. So why Babsy Grange now want to embarrass the Maroon Emperor? You understand? Remember, I represent Trenchtown. I represent Trenchtown, right? Surfer. Yeah. So I have to show respect, and I came from over there. Then just send a certain police inspector say they for put me out of my yard. But I born and grow because I'm a Maroon. Now what Maroon have to do with a lot of people over there? It's a public event, right, my people? Yes. So why you want to put out the Maroon Emperor? You understand? So Babsy Grange, I lose off here. Even when Ali Matt now tell her to allow him. She percent for the Honorable George Pan.
Last stop on day one of the royal visit, the Trenchtown Culture Yard, and another chance to send a message to the royals.
Well, we understand it's a burden for him. For him, forefathers have messed up. You understand? But if you was here earlier on, the Rastaman was chanting a chant saying, one perfect love. You understand? Because it's the love that need to be on board now with all rare. You know, I mean, the Psalm said, forgive so that we can be forgiven. I remember years ago, man used to burn the Queen and burn, and you know, Rastaman stop burn things. No, over that now. Rastaman want to sit in and reason. For you're messed up, are you willing to say sorry? Simple as that, you know.
But the Duke and Duchess were moving to a different beat. Or were they? Damian Mitchell for the Star Online.